I started thinking about meat, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Delicious meat.
That said, I'm down fucking 4 pounds in a week and a half. So
nice. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
No,
forgot
dude,
you were doing that.
No, it's quite all right.
It's like you looking at me going, man, this is delicious bourbon. This bourbon is fucking awesome. You should have some bourbon. It's not bourbon. This is coffee. I'm just making
sure.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
We do the thing.
I guess we should do the thing.
I made
to everyone who showed up.
Aside, so
Mom got here really quickly, which is fantastic. To everybody who showed up early, like, hey, welcome. This is the before the show. Like, we're not even really on yet. Like, you don't even know. We actually had an amazing show for the last 6 minutes off air.
It was brilliant. I'm sorry you guys missed it.
Like it's like gone now. It's like the moment passed, but
yeah, everything from after Corey hits the button will suck.
I mean, comparatively speaking,
Don is nodding. What the hell? So, yeah, good morning.
Gratitudes is how we start the show. I just remembered before I started yakking about something else, and I was excited about that. So I guess I should go first. Gotta
be something. Come on, man.
Well,
it's Friday. People are in space.
People are in space.
Biden's winning every court case.
That's true. Like, yeah, isn't it like 31 out of 32? And the one that they lost was like, you get to take 2 steps forward, you fucking blind asshole.
Well, if you recall my cousin Vinny.
No, don't. No. I've heard that. I've been listening to podcasts all morning. I've heard this 3 times this morning. And if you haven't heard it, don't go listen to it. I
don't want to ruin that movie for me because I like that movie.
Oh, dude, it's ruined. It's dead forever. So I'm grateful for the dog Brian, who's been around for a long time, and it's kind of a sad reason that I'm grateful for him this morning. His fucking hip started to go, and we're scared that it's like an old big dog problem. It's possible though that he just injured it, but anyway, like he's super cuddly and he's been hurting and just being fucking stupid and adorable. And by the way, stupid and adorable are the same word to me. I can't handle feelings very well. Anyway, he's a fantastic dog, and I'm really glad that we got him. Even though I told Babs we should never get another dog because it's fucking stupid. And then she drags me to this stupid freaking place with stupid dogs, and they're all barking. And there's this tiny stupid little puppy with a dumb stupid cough. And they're going to put him down because it's going to cost $60 to give him a stupid single injection. And then I was like, well, obviously we have to save that fucking puppy.
That's a stupid story.
It's Brian. It's fucking dumb. Stupid feelings.
I understand.
Anyway, yeah, it happens, right? But
yeah,
he's a great dog.
So I'm not saying this just because she's sitting across the room from me, but I am grateful for my amazing roommate, Donna Van Meter, Life Track. She is really like, big things are brewing for us, and she's been super solid and amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better housemate than my friend Donna. So I'm really grateful for her today.
She is rad. Long distance high five to Laugh Track, please.
Long distance high five from Corey. Right back at you, buddy.
You gotta do it. You gotta do that.
Oh, so I apparently I have to do it.
Yeah,
I have to
just say long distance.
I have to send it like blowing a kiss, only more of a smack.
Long distance high five.
Yeah. And a kiss for Corey. Aw.
I'll take it.
Right. Yeah. Well, definitely a safe social distance in place.
Yeah.
Like a 300-mile kiss.
That's the name of my new punk rock band.
300-mile kiss. Mine is.
That's actually a pretty good name for a punk band. I'm not gonna lie.
Victorian Baby Yeet Machine.
What?
You're the old. Think about a cradle, right, for a baby. And some of them rock a little. And this was an ad for one of those, and it has like a piece of spring steel that you just touch it and it rocks the baby, but it kind of looks like baby pult. So the guy posted it with Victorian baby yeet machine. Yeet, Y-E, the launch. It was maybe he had to be there, but
yeah, no, he almost certainly did. But
baby yeet machine is a great name for a band.
I'm not going to argue that. I mean, I think that's objectively true. Baby yeet machine. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Dave Eichenberger. We love Donna too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grateful. Kathy Brinkman. Grateful for 1, grandsons, 2, weather, 3, friends. It's a numbered list. She's like, "Won't you have your gratitude?"
I was ready, man. To like from
organized
the gratitude days. You don't do 1 like a wuss. You do 3, and you do it right off the bat.
Okay. At first, I thought it said grateful for 1 grandson. I'm like, what did the other ones do? But it's 1 grandsons. So
I do like a bit of a dark gratitude. Is that a thing? Does it poison the well a little bit?
Dark gratitude. Is there another word for that? But
vindictive pettiness.
Oh, sarcasm. I think the word you're looking for.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Our friend Brad just tweeted that Rick Scott has COVID.
Oh no.
And
I want him to die in a fiery plane crash.
Oh, listen to you. All right. I was like, I wanted to get this.
No, look, largest Medicaid fraud, Medicare fraud in our nation's history, and we promoted him to senator.
Yeah, dude, white guys. Honestly, like, here's our biggest problem, Greg. We aren't fucking shitheads enough. That's clearly the message that I'm receiving as a white male in America is that I am not anywhere near as much of a criminal as I need to be to fail upwards.
Right.
I don't lie enough, like at all. Like we should definitely lie more and not even make it a joke about licking doorbells. Like we need to commit. Like we're not committing, Craig. We're not committing to the lie in the way that we clearly need to do to fail upwards like a bunch of rich white assholes. Because it's clearly a pattern. Like you don't have to build anything. You don't have to make anything interesting. You just got to fucking lie about literally everything. And
there's a reason they call them white collar criminals too, because if you're white, it's much more likely you're going to get away with that kind of horse shit.
All right.
If stealing $10 gets you put in jail, stealing $10 million gets you promoted from the governor's office to the Senate.
And yeah, exactly. Stealing $1 trillion gets you a position as the economic advisor for the Obama administration.
Yeah, there's that.
Keep your enemies close, I guess.
Grateful for family this morning. That's Bob Benson. Thank you. Nice to see you, Bob.
Hey, if you guys haven't gotten a wax, I have so many comments to get rid of, and I want to send them to people. So if you don't have a wax address, go get one. Go get it. Because I want you guys to take part in all this craziness that we're doing. It's free. You just go to this website and click on the buttons and like sign up with Google or Twitter or whatever the fuck. And it gives you a little wax address that's like K7borp.wham or whatever the hell.
AYJAW is mine.
Yeah. You post it in the comments and then I send you free NFTs and then you have NFTs and you realize after a while probably
like trading cards and art and stuff. All the same. And mine are more valuable today than they were yesterday.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. That whole part is weird. But there's a lot more music stuff coming along, and I think even just owning these things can put you in line for getting some freebies down the line. Anyway, I'm really proud of this drop that we're doing with Uplift, and
it's raised $60,000 already for Haitian Roots charity.
That's like the full revenue, so it's about 35 that's going to the charity. So
that's beautiful. That's
pretty good stuff.
Thing.
I like it.
They could use it. God knows they could use that money. Fred Ader, grateful for so many people helping to bring my words to life for the Thanksgiving show. Yeah. And I got a lot of reading to do for that and haven't gotten it done.
Thank you for saying what I needed to say, but didn't
busy doing other things.
It's legitimately true.
Carrie, no sorries. Sorry I'm late. No, don't be sorry. Just
Thanks
no worries.
For
We're going to get around. Like this morning, Carrie and Donna Arbogast, the other Donna.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay.
I just read Mom's comment and my brain broke. Mom, could you DM me a link on Facebook if you know of one? Stood New York AG has 67 unsealed indictments ready to go January 21st. What? Like, wait, what?
We got more to talk about in that as well. There's more going on with that. Those investigations. Multiple investigations.
I love, and I think, and I know this argument happened. Sorry, finish your thought. I keep freaking stepping on you.
No, just I was going to say that Donna and Carrie were hitting me in my DMs this morning. Oh, I sound like such an internet hipster now. Hit me up in my DMs, asking questions about whether he could actually still retain the presidency. We're going to talk more about that. I don't want to bury the lead here, so hang around for a little while. We're going to get on that in just a few minutes. We have some thoughts and some information. So we that's what we did in the 6 minutes of awesome before the show this morning. Sorry you missed it, but no, we'll get back to that in just a few minutes here.
Jimmy, that's an interesting question. With EA's issue with their loot boxes in California doing to gambling rules, how are NFTs different? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
like I don't know anything
gambling.
about.
It's not gambling.
Yeah, it's the same as, I mean, if you got a pack of trading cards and there are trading cards of different rarity, that's not gambling. And it is exactly like that. So that again, like, I'm not an expert in any of those rules, but that would be my sort of like shooting from the hip description of it.
Ronco is excited by the sponsorship by Rudy. Yeah, I guess he's blown his chance at a second career being a spokesmodel for Just for Men at this point.
I mean, it's just so terrible. I just saw this in a headline. Apparently, the lady that was talking, I think you were saying in our message thread, Greg, that like she's been reasonable before, and like that ship fucking sailed.
Yeah, Sidney Powell has been.
Apparently she
stalwart, well-spoken,
calling
woman.
Trump a crook, and like now that's over. So like, I'd love to see that head to head from the Lincoln Project. Just like,
you're gonna save the Republican Party by backing and crying over the guy who's destroying the Republican Party. Good plan, Sidney Powell. Good plan. It's crazy.
I got nothing. The whole thing is just it's far more serious than a lot of people are taking it. But it's also just obviously tragically stupid.
Corey Elko, I'm grateful for this cool weather. Dawn, my SO's good job. Coffee, my family's health, and Rick Scott's COVID-19. There you go. So it's not just you. It's not just me.
All right.
It has a broad viewer appeal.
Broad appeal.
Jenny Rupert, I'm all over this one. Yeah, I'm grateful for watching 45 lose Georgia again. And you got to do the head move when you say it again. I'm not getting tired of all this winning. This winning is fun. I'm enjoying the shit out of this winning.
I'm glad that you're enjoying that. I'm just gonna say that I'm glad that you're enjoying that. Yeah, Jeannie, I have no idea if it's like, I wouldn't think that it's similar. Like, it doesn't seem like gambling to me. It's just a randomized pack of stuff that you buy. But I don't know. I'm not an expert. Also, it's crypto, so the SEC will catch up sometime in 2027.
Fred Eater, we're fond of vindictive pettiness. Not only that, we're fond of petty vindictive.
That was so close.
We're also fond of petty vindictiveness.
We like wit and diction.
Pronunciation. Yeah.
I'm
a professional word guy.
Yeah, you word things good.
Thankful for MLS coffee coworkers returning to work. MLS Major League Soccer? Is that a Major League Soccer? Probably not. That's probably something.
Sue.
I missed it. I'm not down that far yet. So
somebody has been playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I walked through how to get not lost.
Yeah,
the other day.
That's awesome.
She had to kill herself because she got so lost she couldn't find her way back to where she.
Listen,
I'll tell you what. So it's worse in a world where there are monsters wandering around because
you die.
You're just going to die a lot. So
I am feeling very, very justified in my keeping the world peaceful.
Yeah, I have other worlds for that challenge. There are other worlds than these, to quote a line from the Gunslinger series.
Whenever you want.
That's a pretty deep reference right there.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. That was Talisman. It wasn't. Was that the Gunslinger or the Talisman?
I think it was Gunslinger.
Well, they all kind of tie together. At the end of the Gunslinger books, he knits all that together into one giant universe, and it's freaky.
Yeah,
So
it's like the weird back of his brain where all the threads come together.
yeah. So our sympathies go out to COVID-19 for having a bad case of Rick Scott.
Oh, sigh. So I got to touch on this because I think it's simpler than even I thought until the last 48 hours. So for instance, someday history will reveal what Trump has on all these folks. There has to be some reason for all these guys to back pure insanity. It is nothing more or less than immediate political expediency. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's the other thing.
And training for decades that political power is the only thing that matters.
I'm trying to remember who the expert was. It might have been who's the McFaul, the former ambassador to Russia during the Obama administration. We see on the news quite a bit. He did a really good explainer last year about compromat, this concept that tends to come from Eastern European politics, and he makes this really extraordinary point that it doesn't matter if you have something on them or not. What's happening is if you've done enough bad shit, enough stuff that could get you in trouble and fuck you up forever, I don't have to know what it is. I just have to say, we want you to vote our way on this.
Honestly, all he has to do,
right? If things are going to happen to you,
right? If you get primaried, like the entire, let's say 60% of the Republican Party now is like rabid Trump supporters, right? If they don't come out,
sadly, it's more like 85%.
Right, but if they don't come out for you in an election, or if they don't come out for you in a primary, you lose.
Right.
Unless your name is Ben Sass, there's exceptions, but yeah, no, it's just cowardice. It's cowardice, and I want it to be something bigger because I can't imagine that people would knowingly sell out democracy for something so fucking petty. But we're wrong. They absolutely are doing
taking care of their own families, literally their own pile.
That's it. Until we see evidence otherwise. I mean, that's
what's fully checks out with the whole idea. My whole viewpoint on conservative people is I don't want bad things to happen to anybody.
Right.
They don't want bad things to happen to them or
in their house. Right.
Exactly. They have a very small empathy bubble, is my experience. And they talk, oh, well, I donate to charity and I give to the homes. Great. But if you start voting for policies that are killing black people in the streets, you're not a good person. And I'm watching people that we have known and loved double down this week on all that madness and shit. And posting things that are untrue, then being fact checked 3-4 times in their own thread, and still high fiving people that agree with them. So they're lost to me. I can't do that. I can't do that with those folks. Virginia Rupert, if new restrictions change the way you are living right now, you are the reason we are still in this. That's the fact, Jack. You notice my title is cancel everything, stay the fucking home. I can't believe I'm seeing people post that they're traveling in an airplane for Thanksgiving. It's a giant metal tube full of germs and COVID, and you're going to kill people.
Michelle's parents. We've yelled at them. Just like, what are you doing? And they're going to see, their kid Ryan, which I like. They shouldn't be doing that either. But Ryan and his fiance have been working from home for 3 months or whatever, right? So like, as far as that kind of gathering, like it's about as good as it could get, even though it's still not good. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna fly. I just don't. What are you talking? No. I wonder if there's any way we can play the full clip of Rachel Maddow's open last night.
Let me see if I can find it here. Amy Siskine posted it. Let me look for Amy real quick.
Okay. Because it just, if you guys haven't ingested that last night, both Greg and I were listening to it at the same time. The second that she moved on, Greg jumped into our message thread again. I was like, this is just incredible. And I completely agree. It was as poignant as it gets.
Right. Yeah, it was. There's also, this is the full 7 minutes. Do we want to try and run that?
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I think so.
Let me get this put together here. Yeah. It's an extraordinary message. It's an extraordinary message, and I think we should all see it. And I'm pretty confident that people that are watching us are going to do the things that she says for the reasons that she says. But I just don't know, and I people are scaring me right now.
My favorite bit of this whole thing, this is actually not true, but I have to say it in this context, is when she just completely and totally has to break everything and go find the thing.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's just like our broadcasts. Oh shit, my delivery guy's here. I have to go.
We don't have makeup either.
There we
Anyway.
go.
So,
You can hear it?
if you know anything about me off of TV, if you know me personally at all, then the foremost thing you probably know about me is that I am in love. Susan and I have been together for more than 21 years. It was love at first sight. That has never waned. She is the center of my universe. And it's not even like she's the sun and I'm a planet. It's more desperate and pitiful than that. It's more like she's the planet and I'm the satellite up there. Hold on, something's making a noise. I'll be right back. I'm at home. I have to do this myself.
I love that we're gonna have to vamp for Rachel Maddow.
I'll be right back. Don't turn the camera off. I'll be right back. I swear.
Everything about this is so adorable. I want to throw up.
Yeah.
And this is prime time. And she's like, no, I'm gonna go get that beepy thing.
Nobody I can ask for help, and if something is going on, I can't stop it.
I just love her more for this.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. It works. All TV should be this cool. Although we may be biased.
I can hear the control room. I'll put this on back here.
And the control's like, no, don't walk away from this.
Short. Oops. Here's the microphone. Put this on back here so it's not too distracting.
I'm just amazed that she can
This
do
is
this
how
all
the
by
sausage
herself
is
because it's not. All right.
All right. Is that good? Okay.
It is.
So where was I? Cable on my shoulder.
You were talking.
Yeah, I think
you were
the
talking
cable
about
might just
Susan.
Stay on my shoulder. Even. I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that. Is that better?
You got this. Yeah, you're good.
All right.
You were talking about Derpy in love. That's what.
So, as I was saying, I'm in love. And Susan really is the center of my universe. And the way that I think about it is not that she is the sun and I'm a planet. That would give too much credit to the other planets. It is, I think of a more pitiful thing that the planet, lucky people on this earth who has a life like that. She is the center of my life. She's the organizing principle of my life. My relationship with Susan is the only thing at the end of the day that I would kill or die for without hesitation. And Susan has been sick with COVID these past couple of weeks. And at one point, we really thought that there was a possibility that it might kill her. And that's why I've been away. Susan tested positive 2 weeks ago. We separated from each other that day because I tested negative that day. She tested positive. So she and I have both been alone since then. While we have, I've continued to test. I've stayed negative. And she has not only been positive over this time, she's gotten sicker and sicker while I tried to care for her while still staying physically apart from her. And the bottom line is that she's going to be fine. She is recovering. She's still sick, but she's going to be okay. And we're not scared anymore like we were. But it really didn't feel like it was going okay at the outset. And I mean, like I'm sure, warts and all, right? I'm willing to show you all of this. I don't know you at home except through this medium, but just believe me. Whatever you have calculated into your life as acceptable risk, as inevitable risk, something that you're willing to go through in terms of this virus, because statistically, hey, probably it will be fine for you and your loved ones. I'm just here to tell you to recalibrate that. Frankly, the country needs you to recalibrate that because broadly speaking, there's no room for you in the hospital anymore. And so we've got more people in the hospital right now than we've had since the beginning of this epidemic. It's gone up 50% in 2 weeks, right? There isn't room for you in the hospital anymore, broadly speaking. So for the sake of your country, you really can't get sick and need to go to the hospital right now. And the only way to ensure that is to ensure that you do not get infected. But please just also know that whatever you think of your own life and however much risk you are willing to take on for yourself, that's not how this works. What you need to know is that whoever is the most important person in your life, whoever you most love and most care for and most cherish in the world, that's the person who you may lose, or who you may spend weeks up all night freaking out about and calling doctors all over the place and over again all night long, trying to figure out how to keep that person breathing and out of the hospital. Just don't, whatever you're doing, however you've calibrated risk in your life, don't get this thing. Do whatever you can to keep from getting it. For Thanksgiving next week, you really are going to have to just have it at home without people coming over. And yeah, that's going to suck, but that is going to suck so much less than you or somebody in your family getting this and getting sick. Trust me. And I think I know you well enough, because I know me well enough. I'm guessing that you might be willing to risk yourself, right? Especially after all these months and all this time. It's so frustrating, right? I would have done anything. I would have moved mountains for it to have been me who was sick these past couple of weeks instead of Susan. I still would give anything for that. But this thing does not give you that choice. You can't say, I'm willing to just get it myself and play the odds. You don't get that choice. It won't necessarily be you. It'll be the person you most care about in the world. And how can you bear that? And all you can do to stop that is move heaven and earth to not get it and to not transmit it. It is just, again, I'm not going to go on about this at further length. I will just tell you personally, this thing is scary as hell. And whatever you've been willing to do to risk getting it, just don't do it. So that is what's been going on with me. My close contact is Susan. I have been quarantining because of my exposure to her. I'm negative. She's still sick, but getting better. My quarantine ends soon. I'll be broadcasting like this until it's safe for me to be around any of my coworkers again in the future.
Be like Rachel.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
a little choked up. That's rough.
Yeah.
You know, I think about my mom. My mom's going to have another COVID test tomorrow because she went out to lunch with somebody like a week and a half ago that then tested positive. Sitting across a picnic table, you know, with masks on, and she still has to be tested. It's just
yeah, even like this is why I get all uptight about even the outside stuff. Like, you're not dropping the probability to zero. You're dropping the probability a lot, but not to zero.
right. We canceled with Dave and Julie every year for the past several years. Have had a Thanksgiving in one of our local parks with, I don't know, as many as 20, 25 people here and there. The last 3 years, they've been kind enough to invite me when I really didn't have anywhere to be. And it's been a spectacularly good time. And Don has been to a couple of them as well. We were so looking forward to it. Going to make potato salad and Baby Yoda deviled eggs and, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff. And
Baby Yoda deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, they're cool as hell. I finally had to cancel. I had to call Dave and Julie and tell them we just can't do it. We have enough risk in our lives right now that we just can't afford to do this right now. And they were fine with it, but we feel bad. We feel, you know, like we're letting them down. It's a special thing, that it's a tradition that we love, and we don't get to do it this year. And that's because our federal government and our state government's response to this pandemic have been shit. They've been terrible. South Dakota, North Dakota are the first and third most dangerous places in the world right now as far as COVID goes. 2 of our 50 states are in the top 5 of dangerous places in the world for COVID. So no, please don't travel. Please don't drive to mom's house. I know, you know, is my mom upset? Yeah. Are my kids, you know, yeah. But please don't die and make me come on this show and miss you.
What he said.
You're out of focus. You're blurry.
Yeah, I am.
You're becoming Sasquatch. Wow, there you go, Jareen Elkins. That's a quote and a half right there. To defy the laws of tradition is a crusade only of the brave. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
that worries me a lot. Hopefully they haven't opened the border yet. Mom just said North Dakota is 30 miles from her house. Basically the North Korea of COVID death rates. So that's fun. That's, it's cool.
It's a Primus. That's a Primus lyric.
Is it really?
That's what you
Nailed it.
I mean,
nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holly Brown, South Dakota has a population of like 800,000 people. Yeah, but the per capita hospitalization and death rate is off the charts now.
Yeah, it's not good.
The Mayo Clinic, 1/3 of their staff are COVID positive. That's 900 people.
That's just,
and they're a medical facility.
Deeply tragic.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yep, there you go. I canceled Thanksgiving. Not sorry. I love my mom more. I can not do stuff for 5 weeks so I can do it for 30, 40 more years.
Amen.
Yeah.
And
if we had done this, if we had done this correctly in March, we'd all be having a different kind of Thanksgiving conversation today. We'd be talking about cranberry sauce and brining or not brining turkeys. And instead, we're talking about not killing each other.
Like you do.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather not.
Well then. Yeah, it's crazy pants. That's all I have to say about that. It's just crazy pants.
So let's talk about the election. Again.
Yeah, still.
All right. So the question that I got I might as well read the question because it was pretty good. Okay. The question that I got was, Greg, we're concerned. Should we be freaking out about what 45 is doing or trying to do in Michigan? This has never happened before. There's no base of knowledge that I can.
Hello? Oh, crazy. So you can still hear me. Sorry, guys. I thought I froze. Apparently not. All right. Well, I'm sure Greg will be back at some point. Hopefully. He had something super interesting to say. Mom just said they extended the closure, presumably the border closure, for another month at least. Yeah, that's good. I mean, they should really just make it 3 months until the vaccines start at least getting distributed a little bit. Yeah, no, I actually muted myself. I thought I was frozen, so I muted myself just in case I popped back in when Greg was actually still talking, but apparently not. So what are we gonna do? Hopefully they have interwebs, intertubes. We shall have to see. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, unstable internet connection on his side. He just messaged me. Sad face. Okie dokie. I just messaged him. We'll see if we can get him back in. Hopefully that will happen. So I mean, what else is going on in the world? It's a dream comments here. My little brother keeps getting exposed to the hospital because people are lying about fever, etc. when being admitted. Fuckers. He's a radiologist. He should quit. I kind of agree. That's tough though. He's got 2 duplex rental properties, and his wife can work from home and makes more money than him. Yeah, he should quit. He needs to just quiet. There's Greg right there.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, all right.
Our internet is out. I'm not sure why. I had a warning that there might be an outage this morning when I first logged on, and apparently it's here.
All right.
It was making its way to my house. I don't know what. Can you hear me okay, though?
Yeah, you sound good. Corey just asked me if that sound deadening material on the wall work with that small of a size. I mean, probably not, but it looks cool.
Anything you can do to take bouncy out of the room is helpful. Like, it doesn't have to be full panels,
Okay.
But yet.
And then his phone freezes.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Or the stuff is one of it.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, that's not working. Your phone's not working.
Well, it's all I got.
I know. Well, I kind of hear you now. All right, let's give it a couple more minutes, and if we have any more trouble, we'll just call it for today and show back on Monday. I'm scared.
So I'm going to try this then. The point of what I was saying was that no, he'd have to run every single state. Now he'd have to recapture every state that's still on the table, and Georgia is certifying later today. That's going to happen. Corey told me that it looked like Arizona and Nevada are going to certify tomorrow. And without those states, he has no hope here. So he's what my dad would call shoveling shit against the tide. It's done. Even if he overturns Michigan, let's say, that doesn't bring him close enough, and Biden is still over the margin. So, all right, now it looks like my internet might be back here. Let me check. Yes. Okay.
You're gonna switch back?
Please.
All right.
Yep.
I'm staring at video. I know this is like a total topic change, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Whoa. Solved that.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
I'm back, I think.
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay.
Sounds effing glorious. Do you know what the Octograbber is?
Wasn't that a Bond villain?
No, but it should have been. What a missed opportunity there. No, it is the thing that does the thing.
Oh yeah, the thing.
So that you can see on the right here, that's the Falcon 9 booster. It's
coming
like
off
this
the
thing.
barge?
Apparently, this is the Octograbber that goes in, presumably underneath it, and grabs it. Did you see the footage of the latest booster almost falling off the drone ship?
Yeah.
That was
close.
Crazy pants. And
close.
the Octograbber is the only thing that stops it from just kind of falling off completely, apparently. So that's a whole thing. I don't know if you knew that. There you go. Now you know.
Oh, the thing, Holly says. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing with the stuff.
Yeah, everyone knows.
That does the Boozy Watsits. Yeah, that's exactly. Highly technical. You're right, Virginia. This is not like Bush v. Gore, which was based on one state and only 4 counties in that one state. They don't have a challenge here. They don't have, they recounted Georgia, and it didn't make any appreciable difference. They recounted Wisconsin, and Biden gained a bunch of votes. So, this is the whole idea that there are irregularities. Like the Secretary of State of Michigan said the other night, there are always irregularities, and there were bigger irregularities in counties that were not Detroit, not black voters. So why are we not talking about those counties, right? This is all designed. I mean, they're saying out loud, we don't want all these black people to vote. Kelly Loeffler from Georgia literally said that.
Legit.
Too many black people are registering and voting, and we can't have that. That's what she said out loud. That's not even having a quiet, smoky room meeting with your fellow evil Octograbber people. That's just what she said to the press. So you can imagine what's going on behind closed doors. Then we find out David Perdue, yesterday we find out that he invested heavily in a tech company that makes submarine parts right before voting to make submarine parts, and made tens of thousands of dollars in a couple of days in the stock market. What? Yeah. His opponent says, why don't we just ban all senators from buying and selling stocks during their term?
And how is that not already
a law, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, institutionalized insider trading. I mean, that it's the American way. Oh
boy.
Because freedom. And as Chet would say derisively, the invisible hand of the markets, and how much faith we should have in them.
Yeah, I'm missing some great conversation in the thread apparently because my neighborhood had a peeping Tom with the name Amanda on his belly.
Wait,
What?
what was that noise?
Donna went, "Oh yeah."
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's creepy, but I don't know what brought that on. That must have been while I was zoomed out. I don't know.
Hey, I didn't know this until Jamie Harrison told me it's Joe Biden's birthday, and also Jamie Harrison shouldn't run shit. He lost by 14 points.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say about that. And again, I very specifically like Jamie Harrison as a candidate. I just think that people who run the DNC should know how to win things.
That'd be good.
Man, what a fucking crazy idea that is.
That'd be good.
Just like Stacey Abrams wants to be governor, great. Tell her to pick her best lieutenant. Is anyone else hearing an echo from me?
No.
Okay. Good.
Oh, Greg asked what was new. That's what happened. So it's my fault
cool.
that there's a peeping Tom with Amanda written on his belly.
That's fucking super weird. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Corey said, I had made a room that had insulation, padding, and carpet hanging from the wall and ceiling. It was weird because when you spoke with a normal voice, it was muted. Yeah, but you know what? For professional recording purposes, you want a completely dead room because it's a lot easier to add reverb and take it away. It's easier to liven up a room. Especially like when I do that, I it's blankets and I can move them around. I can take them down if I need a little more life in the room. So I'm highly technical, weird discussion now. Speaking of which, I have a couple of mixers for sale. If any of you audio geeks out there want to talk mixers, I have a couple of things I'm trying to unload. I'd like to have a better USB out mixer, and I can't do that without selling some stuff. So yeah, we need to make laws to stop this. Yes, Donna. Yes, we do. And that's why winning the Senate runoff races is more important than worrying about what fucking Trump is doing in Michigan.
100%.
Have you made 20 phone calls to Georgia voters today? Because that would be helpful.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to Donna.
I know, but like
you live in that anxiety, or you make some phone calls.
It's true, and I'm as someone who is just as guilty of expressing a certain level of anxiety on and off this show. You're right. Like that, it needs to translate into action, and the Senate is the only game in town.
You're the guy that taught me. Ask, what can you do? What can you do? What you can do is go get 50 postcards and a voter list from the Democratic Party of Florida, and send postcards to people in Valdosta, or call people in Sale City, or go knock doors in Macon. That's what you can do. Is you can win those 2 Senate races, because nothing changes without that we can pass laws. And we can't pass laws if the Republicans are anchored to Donald Trump's whole way of looking at the world and want to continue to make that our way of operating. So, yeah.
You also want a quiet room if you're making holograms, because lasers.
Okay, your mom is totally winning today.
Yeah, I haven't had ice cream in a long time.
My mom literally has a sign in her kitchen that says, "Life is uncertain, eat dessert first." She has that. She has a print of that in her
smart
kitchen.
I just like that. I think that's just the way to go.
Yes, and then she said, "Why can't I lose weight?"
Oh, hello. This might have something to do with what Mom was saying earlier. New York expands Trump tax fraud investigations to include write-offs. Hello.
Yeah, Ivanka and Jared are now in the crossroads.
Yeah, hi, buddies.
Yeah, Richard, we covered. We wished COVID-19 well. Because it apparently has a bad case of Rick Scott.
Tots in Paris. Tots in Paris.
He's got good medical coverage.
Biden making noises about not pressing investigations against the Trump administration.
Is he making those noises, or are other people saying that?
Yes, he has said that a little bit.
He said, "We're not going to pardon. I'm not going to pardon Donald Trump."
No, he said
that out loud.
No, he didn't say that out loud. He said he didn't want to focus on it. I said he's making noises in that direction, which is exactly true. That is happening. Now, two things are automatically the case. He's not going to pressure the Department of Justice to do anything at all, right? He wants to focus. Anything that lets him focus on COVID is a good thing for Biden. And I think that's exactly accurate. And I think that's important. And, another 250,000 lives hanging in the balance. Fucking A, right? Focus.
Right.
he's not going to tell the new head of the Department of Justice what to do.
Because that's not what the president is supposed to do anyway.
Exactly. And if they want to do it, then great. All of this, like, let's say he actually, does kind of wink and a nod, and he hires someone who shares this predilection to do the whole moving forward thing or whatever, right? Which, again, I don't agree with. I think precedent would be horrible, but fine. The New York AG is clearly not going to fucking play ball with that. And the one thing I know they're not going to do is get in the way of that.
Right.
They're definitely not going to go to the state AG and go, could you please stop doing that? They're going to be like,
fire the New York, the SDNY prosecutors.
Right.
Who
exactly.
That's not what's going to happen.
They're not going to do that. They're going to be like, no, we're focused on COVID right now. If he broke the law, he broke the law. We don't want to have anything to do with it. And I will be satisfied with their response on that because they have other things to do.
Right. And Letitia James is going to fuck his shit all up. I have no doubt about it.
I want that on a t-shirt.
I'm sure she has an advent calendar, where she pulls a piece of candy off for every day, counting down to January 21st.
Could you imagine, like, if they spent the last 2 years just getting like a list of 1,000 things to file to drain his fucking coffers, legally speaking, so that he's just like every morning he wakes up and Letitia James is up in his DMs like, hey, you need to be in court in 5 minutes because we're about to fuck your shit up. Sorry,
death by 1,000 cuts. Just dropping loose subpoena every day. For a month.
This is the new single indictment for the single case of tax fraud, and there's thousands, right? There easily could be hundreds at the very least.
Yeah.
And just like every couple hours, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
And that's just on Trump himself,
can do this
right?
All day.
What's coming? What do they got on Eric? What do they got on Ivanka? What do they got on Don Jr.? Because they're all board members of the Trump organization, so they're all going to be individually and severally liable for whatever that organization has done. Tax policy wise and insurance valuation wise and
he won't pardon Trump. Don't get it twisted. Biden's not going to pardon anyone. Like, that would be amazing and wrong. He's not going to do that. What he is going to do is just not be the one doing it and be seen to be not being the one doing it. That's my guess.
And that's how this is supposed to work.
100%.
Remember all the conflict between Bill Clinton and his attorney general over, over Elian Gonzalez and other matters. And, they're supposed to be independent and acting independently of the White House. That's what's supposed to happen. So, Joe taking his hands off the wheel and letting prosecutorial process work like it's supposed to, that's not a bad outcome for me. Do I want Trump held accountable? Yeah, I do. But the way that happens might not be the way that I want it to happen. They're not going to drag him kicking and screaming from the White House.
Well, then it definitely shouldn't be Biden. I mean, we said this kind of 100 times, but it feels even more important now. Biden can't be seen to be the one doing this in any way, shape, or form. He has to be seen to be not doing this in any way, shape, or form. Otherwise, we set up the precedent to allow Trump or the next Trump, who's going to be smarter and more evil, to do even more fucking crazy shit. And then it really is the end of the American experiment as a democracy.
Yeah.
Not to be hyperbolic on Friday morning.
Star Wars ice cream sandwich. What?
Yeah, I mean, that's like, we're talking about the wrong things. That's like,
man, we sure
I think
are.
we need to just have a different show entirely.
Yeah, and Biden's not going to be weighing in on legal things on Twitter. How,
Yeah. Every time I hear Biden say anything, I'm like, yep, okay. That's what presidents sound like and what we should be talking about and how. Thank you. I'm going to go back and have more of a nap now.
Oh, Corey.
No,
the Vanillium Falcon.
I mean, I love that, and it hurts my feelings.
Oh, you know what I should do while I'm sitting here? I should try and find a picture of the Baby Yoda deviled eggs.
Yeah, Richard Webb. I think a class action lawsuit is entirely what should happen to the Trump COVID team. I agree with you on that, and I think insurance companies should back it, and they might. Are they? Is it just in a bucket carried by a lizard lady?
No, it's not like that at all. Here we go. Yeah, so there they are.
That's good.
Yeah,
I hate deviled eggs. I probably still eat one of those.
Yeah, so the ears are celery, a little slice of celery, and the eyes are peppercorns.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and use a little bit of blue food coloring to give them the green color because egg yolks are yellow, right?
Great.
Isn't that awesome? We were going to make those for the picnic since we're not going. We might just make them for us.
I think you should. And take pictures of it. Share with the internet.
Vanillium Falcon ice cream sandwich. That's the best
that's
thing ever.
Yeah.
Corey. Yeah. I thought you said Valium.
It's gonna be that kind of party. I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. What?
Yep. And also, Corey, because it's not the president's job to be involved in all branches of government. Correct.
Weird.
Yeah.
And
even though the DOJ is part of the administrative branch, right?
Elko, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. The executive branch.
There's always supposed to be a separation. That's how all of this is supposed to work. God damn it.
Deb asked a question about is Dave Meyers going to put the Good Trouble Peach on a T-shirt? I don't know. I don't think he's in our thread this morning. He may be working. That he does.
Yeah,
that.
You got a new job that isn't like just looking at warehouse people while watching our show, which is stupid. But
yeah, I wonder if Trumpers realized Michael Cohen was telling the truth about not leaving. Nope. I mean,
yeah, no, Trumpers did know, and they liked it.
Yeah,
good, right? Because Greg, how else are you going to stop the scourge of socialism? Like to them, it's obviously it's funny to us. To them, it's perfectly justified. They believe this fucking nonsense all day long. Like it literally is a war.
Back, like 5 years ago, we used to make fun of the Red Scare.
Jesus,
remember that?
Christ.
We used to make fun of the 50s.
Yeah, good times.
Go watch Good Night and Good Luck. George Clooney's outstanding movie about Edward R. Murrow. Go watch that movie. This is exactly what's happening now.
Can we stop talking about desserts immediately?
Well, aren't there vegan desserts, Corey?
Who cares? They're stupid. That's the one thing I told Michelle. Like, if like, because again, the proper way that Michelle would like to identify. We had this conversation afterwards. She's like, "Why is Ash Gallagher up in our DMs talking about being a vegan?" I'm like, "Well, because I said it on the show." And she's like, "Oh my god, you came out!" I'm like, "I don't fucking care. We're eating different food. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it's not a thing." And she's like, "Well, I would like to identify as a whole foods plant-based diet person." I'm like, "Fucking fine, whole foods plant-based diet."
I'm a meatitarian.
I know. That's just the way that we can be. No, one thing I told her is like, I'm open to all this stuff. I need to get healthy. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. We can just, try this stuff out. The data behind it is really, really good. The environment, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But don't try to get me to eat anything that's trying to be something else. Because I fucking hate that. There is no situation where you're going to get like a tofu something that's going to taste like something good. That's not a thing. Or when you try and do cheese, which I don't really like anyway, it's going to taste like shit. Period.
You don't like cheese anyway, do you? Isn't it you that doesn't like cheese?
No. But the thing is, like, I'll eat pizza like it's going out of style. But yeah, like just cheese on its own, like I would never eat that on purpose. Whereas the other person in my family is holistically addicted to cheese. So there's that. Yeah, but no, like it's been great.
I'll tell you what, Elizabeth Wood. I want to address this comment. Y'all, I'm going to start a movement of people hashtag tweeting something to tweet at Trump when he's no longer president, no longer has the world leader account. I will bet you $5 right now. I'll bet you $5 worth of NFTs right now that they ban him from Twitter the minute he's not the president. Like before he gets back to the limo.
No,
I think we're going to
far too cowardly for that. I'll take that $5 worth of NFT bet and take it at 2-1. You do commons, I'll do rares. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. That's 2 levels up, which I didn't think of while I was saying it, but I'll still do it.
Well, welcome back, Deb. Deb says I've been so busy and missing your show as of yesterday. I have a 99.5 hours for the last 2 weeks.
Holy for Jesus.
Well, that's like a part-time job.
Well, thanks for showing up. Hopefully you're doing all sorts of really cool, interesting stuff that you could totally tell us about because it's not classified.
Yeah, that's a field that Deb has worked in before. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Vanilla Millennium Falcons.
I think your mom is making a joke here.
What?
Holy cow.
About what?
Vegetarians, veganism, meat.
Oh, all right.
I think
That's not that funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. If you were trying to
wow.
I'm just like, no. I do need to eat more rice though. I make this really cool thing. Well, it was my idea. Michelle came up with this and I ate the crap out of it. It's just like rice and like a bunch of veggies. You just mix it all up. And it's really good. That's all I got to say about that. What? Rice and a bunch of veggies. I literally just said like a bunch of nonsense words. Just kind of trailed off. So the fact that you lost the plot was my fault, not yours.
See, yep, can't tell y'all anything about what I'm working on. Well, she could, but then she'd have to kill us.
Yes.
So
which I mean, honestly, that's some sexy shit right there.
Yeah. Elizabeth said that her first kick at the hashtag was pretty profane. I'm like, how about truck thump?
Yeah,
you probably get away with that on Twitter.
I'm at the point now where if we got to spend, and I know this is a pipe dream of immense proportions, but if we could spend the next 2 years never fucking talking about Trump ever again,
I would be really happy with that.
Fucking A. Like, I don't want to, like, when he's gone, we have to stop giving him oxygen.
Airspace. Yep.
Right? Because we've been guilty of that. Just in
you want to keep him relevant for 2024?
Keeping mad.
That's how we how we do it.
Seriously. Like, I am absolutely still of the camp that you do not ignore bullies because that's what gets you beat up all the time. But this is different. He's just ignore the fucker and eventually he'll go away.
I have some people that from my life that were friends of mine for over 20 years, you know, like the husband and I got sober together and we always palled around together and spent time at their house. But the wife's father would come over the house and go, well, how about that Obama? You know, he was always looking to stick the fucking knife in and go after me about it. And I just got tired of it. Like not that he had anything valuable to say or there was an argument.
That was the whole argument.
With me. So if we continue to be mad about Trump for the next 2 years, every conservative you know is going to be waiting for you at a cocktail party or sitting by the bar to go, yeah, how about Trump's going to run again? How do you feel about that? So don't give them any fucking room.
You know, it's fun
to let that happen.
I love those conversations. I get baited in, but I also never lose them, so it works out really well.
Yeah. Ooh, roasted Brussels sprouts with red peppers with hot chili oil drizzled with orange blossom honey. Holy crap, that sounds good. Like hot, sweet Brussels sprouty goodness.
That's interesting for sure.
Does that sound good? She said a not nice thing to me.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
She did.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
Holy shit, Corey. My chickens are laying 150 eggs a week. That's a lot of eggs. That's cool.
I'm hoping it's a lot of chickens. Otherwise, you're going to wear those four hands out.
Like one egg. Goddamn. Or one chicken, I mean. Donna just had a mini O.
Whoa. Okay. It's going to be that kind of show.
On that
Corey already stuck his dick in the mashed potatoes, so
it is that kind of party.
So we got that going for us. All right. Well, it's 10:56. It's coming up on 11 o'clock. We're going to wrap up and roll out of here. The Church of Reason happens on Sunday morning, and it's getting to be a really cool thing. We got a whole bunch of new people in there playing and learning how not to get lost and fall in holes and die in lava and fall off of things. And by a lot of people, we mean Sue.
I mean,
who has joined us on the Minecraft server, and her daughter Katie is also playing, and that's exciting. We have some feminine energy going on in our Minecraft server now, more than just the occasional couple people like Jennifer that drop in. Donna Laugh Track is in there all the time. She has built an amazing farm. I've started a new house out by the new cathedral. So if you'd like to join us in the Minecraft server, you need the Minecraft Java edition. Costs you like $25. And you can send me the information. I'll whitelist you, and you can join us on the server and learn how to fall in holes and die in lava. It'll be fun. How to get knocked off of a very tall structure by llamas is also one of the things we specialize in on our Minecraft server. It's a peaceful world, so you don't have to worry about getting killed by monsters a lot. Just the natural ways you could die in an 8-bit square world. But if you can't join us in the game, you can join us here on the So Local Live channel on Facebook. Because every Sunday morning we broadcast a live service from the Cathedral of Gratitude, and we did our first one from the new cathedral, where you come in and you tell us what you're grateful for, and we post it on a sign and put it on the walls in the cathedral where they will be forever. And we would love to have you join us for that. More and more people joining us for that over time. We're building a congregation. Can you imagine? It's going to be cool. So that's happening Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Way too early for Fred Eater, unless he stays up all night. And then, let's see, Monday, we're back with another hashtag coffee show where we'll have to find something interesting to talk about because we're eventually gonna have to stop talking about Donald Trump.
Who? No. You know what? Let's talk about Sasquatch. I don't give a fuck.
I found a really good Sasquatch podcast.
Oh, damn it.
I like these guys are I wouldn't call them skeptical necessarily, but they interview a lot of people who are skeptical and who are still involved in the conversation. And a lot of, I'm sitting here listening to the podcast last night and I'm going, yeah, that's a thing. Like they're asking a lot of the same questions I'm asking. Like how high are you right now? Yeah. So, but what was interesting is that one of the most skeptical people they had on, one of the things he said last night is there's no question that the Sasquatch phenomenon is real. The question is there an actual physical reality?
Yeah, the Christianity phenomenon is real too.
More evidence for Sasquatch than Jesus. Just saying.
Yeah, not unless you ask Ted Cruz.
I'm not
Granted, his dad.
Why would I care what the Zodiac Killer thinks?
Yeah, exactly. That's not even the thing.
Do you know Casey Marion, Dan and Danino's partner? She just hates that trope that he wasn't old enough. She gets like physically angry when you bring up So anytime I'm in a conversation with Casey, I bring it up because that's just the kind of fella I am. There you go. Taking a calling 45 butter flavor Crisco butt. So you don't have to say his name. That's good stuff.
Butter flavor Crisco butt. Yeah. Okay. All right.
At all. So the bottom line here is we're not saying butter flavor Crisco butt's name anymore, and Sasquatch is real.